Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Performance check. Lights. Cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Song instead.
Cade song.
All right, what? Cade.
Yes, he's a Nigerian musician.
Cade. You seem to know more about him, lots about him. You plan to take him to a show and or you go to his concert and then dancing with him?
No.
Dancing with him?
No.
Anyways,
I only know that's a musician.
well, I'm just gonna go straight to the point this morning. 9:14. You know, we're still live on Plus 89.9 FM as well as on your TV screens here on 3 Music TV. It's Jay, it's Serial, it's Olele, it's Lenny, and this morning we are switching back to a conversation. Something that happened 2 days ago when Omah Lay was performing. We're gonna put the visual back on the screen again though. But when Omah Lay was performing, multiple visuals,
evidences
called out this pretty lady. There's a lot to pick up from the story. Okay, there's a lot to pick up from the story. Called out a beautiful lady, and she joined him on stage, and they danced, you know, and did that whole silhouette challenge thing, you know, behind the curtain, and dance and grind, and unfortunately, there's also a victim in this whole performance. Who was the owner of the woman? When I say the owner of the woman, I'm saying like the person that she came with. You get it? Like, and now we cannot confirm who the guy is, and Mira. We can't confirm who the guy is and the relationship between the two of them, but it's caught social attention, and looks like the guy is on troll. But there's a lot to discuss with regards to that. What does this happen? Not just because there was a trending video of a girl dancing and grinding a guy, and people are trolling the guy and teasing him, but also stage performances. You can turn on the plug on the down. Yeah. Stage performances, and to what extent artists are allowed to, you know, do such with. Can these girls come back tomorrow and say that, you know, it was assault and this thing?
Sorry. I just saw the list of the...
what's that? Sorry, in the mic, please.
I'm sorry. The members of the New Patriotic Party's 2024 Manifesto Committee for Arts, Tourism and Culture.
Okay.
Can you run us through?
So,
well, that drifts us off, but then we'll come back to Omah Lay. Yeah? Omah Lay is very important.
I'm just surprised to see some names here, but anyways. So, Julieta Santi obviously is the committee chair, and Akwesi Ajaman is a co-chair. Honorable Catherine Afeku is part of the members of the committee.
Back in the grind. Dr.
Amabuafu Arthur, does it ring a bell? Doesn't ring a bell. Professor Isahaku Adam, Miss Claudia Lomo from Glitz, Africa.
That's a tough squad, you know.
Prince David Osei is in there as well. Naya Mantel is in there as well. Yapukwa Baden is there. Mr. Kweku Ose Crunchy Asiedu.
Coca. One cooker.
Number one cooker.
One cooker is there.
It's in there.
Is this Kobe, any Kobe or Bismarck in there?
No.
Okay.
Festus Frimpong JB. Mr. Eric Owusu Akreso. Ochiame Kwame.
Okay.
Dr. Aka Kwame Yameche.
Yeah, the Black Star Squad will be small.
Eradia Adama Sani. And the advisor is now our current, Minister for Tourism, Culture and Arts, Honorable Andrew Ajapa Mesa.
Congratulations to them.
We wish them nothing but the best. I'm looking forward to seeing that of the NDC and then that of the new force.
Yes, as well.
Whoever decides to make the creative arts a priority in their manifesto gets my vote.
Let alone to you pay.
That's me.
No,
I'm saying that's me. I mean, because
you don't want to vote, eh?
I said whoever makes it their priority, and I will know with the kind of plans and their realistic plans and vision. In fact, is anything ever realistic or more realistic than just building amphitheaters?
Olele, check like you know one vote. You know one vote. Make we just conclude.
Charlie, it's alright. It's okay. Let's keep it moving.
Interesting list. Black Star Squad has been. That's a real Black Star Squad. You know, this is Black Star, not Black Stars. Black Star. But anyway, so back to the conversation with Omah Lay. But before we even do anything, let's go and check out the first part of the video. The video, I think there are about 3 different versions.
Three different versions.
Yeah,
There are multiple VAR angles.
Yeah, the VAR, we'll look at the VAR angle from the backstage.
Yeah.
Please, you can put that one in the team. But let's start off with the first video, which is, if the production team can help me out with this, but the first video, which is the part where she's being called to just come on stage and do the dance, just a dance. Let's look at that, and then we're going to be talking about, the I don't even know how to put word to even put around this one. That whole act of getting the opposite sex on stage and grinding and doing stuff like that, on stage, public, that whole intimate moment that is put in public glare, full glare of the public for us to watch. We'll talk about that when we come back, but let's check out the video. Well, thank you very much, team. We have to break that part because the conversations are in 2 parts and 2 folds. So, guys, now we saw what happened. I want to ask this question, and that's been a trending conversation on my mind, me alone, on my ex in my mind, is would it be better for artists to plug in such performances and their models with having all their agreed terms and conditions, or rather still look at the referral that comes with finding somebody from the audience at random and of the opposite sex, be it boy calling girl on stage or girl calling boy on stage, and do what they have to do? I want to start with you guys. Lenny, from you first. I want to hear from you before I come to...
Is it a boy to do it?
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah.
Azuya.
I think when artists want to do these things, right, please, can you employ your dancers? Should he have done this with a dancer? I mean, you already have your terms. As a dancer, I'm sure you people agree on certain things because obviously you're already on the stage. But to randomly call people out, because you never know who you're calling out. Could be someone's girlfriend, could be someone's wife. As we've seen, with this one. And I don't like the video, and I don't like it for both of them. I don't like what both of them did. That's what I mean. Especially the girl. You can do better, really. You really can do better. Knowing that you went there with your boyfriend, big no. And then also she could have just gone on the stage knowing how much she loves or loved Omah Lay and held off a bit, right? Or also knowing how much you love Omah Lay, what she should have done was not gone at all, knowing that it would just take something small for her to lose her home training. She shouldn't have at all. And when I saw the video, I was like,
okay,
it's creepy.
I like the fact that you haven't touched on the guy yet, because that's the second part of the video that we want to talk about. But anyway, no, hold on. Olele.
Go ahead first.
No, so I'm saying that would it be better to have this pre-planned and produced, plugged in, to find a model to do
if
such
you have
stuff
your dancers, okay.
Or there's also that factor of engaging in interactivity, intimacy with the crowd, find the top fan, and go on stage and then do what you have to do just to get the reaction, the real the live reaction from people.
No, it's part of crowd engagement and fan interaction, right?
Because bear in mind, it's not only Omah Lay. This is Usher.
They do it. Yeah.
The
they do it. But what happened to
the rest is Usher? They have a pre-plan. There's a
For they've decided they've
There's
even
a
plugged in who
pre-production.
they want in.
Oh
there.
no, but we've had performances from our international artists, in other countries that have just called out people on stage and come on stage and join me and we do something, and then they grind the person. And I mean, even back home here, we've seen Sister Ifya did one as well.
Yeah.
I think
Eno Baroni
Wendy
are they
Shea.
seeking permission, consent though?
So that's the conversation that we are having. That where do we stand with this? Would it be advisable to pick a model to work with, or that feeling that comes with finding a top fan and entertaining your audience with those such acts? Yeah,
So,
Olele.
When this thing came out, I did a bit of research, and I noticed, or I realized that artists like Asha, Chris Brown, Neo, and the likes, who are known for, or who are still known for, things like this, what they do is they pre-produce that part of the performance where they actually identify single fans, because apparently in time past there were issues of partners suing the performers, that even in as much as you've called my girl or you've called my man out, because let's also not think this is just exclusive to the men. The Janet Jacksons and the Ciaras and the likes have had their version of this steamy, intimate what you may call it, dance performances. And so there were conversations of suits being flown around about the notion of these performances being too sexual, right? Where partners were looking to take some of these performers on. And so it brought about conversations and signing of contracts or NDAs that we are going to pick you from the crowd, we are going to engage you. And these people are now single people. They're not just people with partners, unless of course your partner signs it off that, okay, I'm allowing my wife or allowing my husband to be involved in such a performance, so that both parties are protected and both parties know where the lines are drawn. I don't think that conversation has gotten to our part of the world just yet. I'm not too sure if it's done, or maybe if it's been done. I'm not too sure about that. So how can we resolve things like this and protect the hearts that also go there to support the artists? Some of these conversations could be had. If you think you have a top fan that has come to see your show, you can have a conversation with a top fan. Provided they are single, you can go ahead and have a singular conversation.
Okay.
But if it is a fan that has a partner and they're going to come with their partners, you want to have a conversation with both of them and say, hey,
first, this is what I'm going to do.
This is what I'm going to do. Or this is the choreography, or this is the performance, or this is the part of a performance where I get a bit intimate. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Are you not okay? No, I'm not okay. Then you find someone who you could do that with, so that you don't, because in as much as the lady here obviously lost her home training, you would think that the performer would also have a little bit of decorum, to say that, okay, I've taken someone's partner.
You know what he said?
No,
Decorum.
Yeah, I mean, you need to read the room, all right, and know that, okay, I'm going a bit too far, or maybe because like I was saying yesterday, there have been artists who have called females on stage and they didn't do that much. In fact, they didn't even go that deep. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just hung around the stage with the lady, a few grinds here and there, and boom, they were, even when the lady was trying to be too much. And I can say, for example, Sarkodie has had artists on stage and hasn't, even Stonebwoy with all his dancehall and reggae thing going on.
There was even a Burna Boy one.
Burna Boy, there's Burna Boy's kid. Davido did it once and didn't do it again. So there are examples of artists who have had, fans come on stage, or female fans come on stage, and they've had some form of self-respect. But I can also blame the gentleman here in question, because himself, just like Ruga, who I know is even more, crazy and intense with his performance and stuff like that. But who went to perform and then got his crotch grabbed? Was it Ruga?
Yeah. I've forgotten. Someone.
Oh, one of the Nigerian artists, he went to perform and then a lady literally grabbed his crotch.
I don't remember.
And that was the last of
Ashake?
it. No, it wasn't Ashake. It was
I think
Ruga.
production confirmed that it was Ruga.
It was Ruga. He went. He was doing his things, and the sexual appeal is there on stage. The ladies are screaming and everything, and the lady grabbed his crotch.
But that's bad.
You see?
Because what happens? I can't wait to hear from Cyril. What happens if what happened? What would have happened if Omah Lay on
tables were
stage
turned.
had gone further? You know, first off, let's just assume that it was consent. She
Yeah.
agreed to come on the stage.
Yeah.
Equally, she didn't know what was going to be done.
Yeah.
So that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But let's say she got on stage and then she started doing all the whining and going down and everything.
Yeah.
And Omah Lay thinks that here she is consenting to what's going on. So decides to maybe grab her in unwarranted places, live on stage. And the tables turn this time around. What would have been the conversation on socials? What would have been the conversation legally? What would have been the conversation with regards to gender activists and all of that? Cyril, I want to put your phone down and let us discuss this thing because you are on the side of the.
That's why he's going to go in.
Yesterday, when I was listen, this convo will be back on socials. So on our YouTube, so you can go there and check it out. Check out the version between Olele and Cyril as they also digest the conversation under different guidelines. But in listening to your
I'm wearing cufflinks. I've used
in listening to
We are caught.
these are the things that I was thinking about that it could have gone south. Would she have turned the tables if he had decided to go
he had
further?
pressed
You
one
see,
button.
in all this, you put the boy aside. We'll not come to the boy yet.
The boy there is undergoing therapy. We will come to him shortly.
But why did the sister do that though?
You relax.
What did the sister do?
Texted first of all, she came out to say they are calling the brother and he's not picking up.
The boy.
Yes, the boys. Well, we can't.
Our victim. Our
The
victim.
victim.
Yeah,
They call the
yeah.
victim wasn't picking up.
Yeah, the
Okay.
sister, according to this account,
Yeah.
she identifies herself as a sister to the victim.
Yeah.
So a victim. You're
To the
breaking
bro-
her heart.
to the brother, right? And then obviously she gets the engagements and whatnot, and she comes back again and she comes to post a screenshot of the text message, a conversation with the brother where the brother is saying, "Oh, why is my mommy calling me? Tell them I'm okay. I have a shift to go to."
If that's what actually is.
Oh, say a post-traumatic PTSD. It's stuff. Yeah, Cyril, I want to hear your opinion on this matter
I think we all
because
missed-
I've laid some blocks.
No problem. I'll climb it. Go climb up. I think we also missed a big part of what this whole performance, the concert, and the star power is about.
Okay.
Omah Lay was not just there selling lyrics and beat. Omah Lay, Ruga, Asha, name them. They are selling sex appeal, right? When they come on stage and they wind their waist and the women are going, it has nothing to do with the lyrics. That's sex appeal that the opposite gender is reacting to. The same way, like Olele said, if Stefflon the Don or a Shensia or a Janet Jackson or a Nicki Minaj pull you upstage or they twerk or they do anything that they usually do, the reason why everybody goes crazy is because they're selling sex appeal. It's part of the product.
Yeah.
On their album, they're half naked, covered in mud. Sex is a big part of pop culture, full stop. So we all neglected the part that maybe that girl climbing that stage self don't know one lyric.
Okay.
The girl who got called on stage.
Yes.
It's highly possible that the song that Omah Lay is singing, the girl don't know one lyric. What she came there for, right? Or what intrigues her about Omah Lay and excites her about the Omah Lay brand and I want to see him in concert and blah, 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 could be a fantasy. It happens all the time. Michael Jackson came out on stage and didn't say a word and people were passing out. Why? Because the fantasy has been fulfilled, right? I remember when Jay-Z came to Ghana and the conference center. I was on a plastic chair holding on to curtain railings because the place was packed. But I didn't even realize when we got home before I realized that half of my body is numb. Like, because that time I was in a fantasy mood. I was like, Jigani.
I just think of you Jay-Z. And
for my osteochondrosis. You understand? So, one, the thing we keep saying about her losing home training. No. Home training didn't come to the event, right? This guy is a sex symbol. His music is sexual to an extent.
We a lawyer.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Half shoe. Just remember the half shoe and the blue kaftan.
And crocodile
handbag.
handbag.
The crocodile.
Crocodile skin
I'll make
handbag.
sure the crocodile suicide himself. That's like, bro, you know. So these are the various reasons why people go to concerts. The music is just the cocktail of all these things.
Yeah.
So when they say Omah Lay is going to perform, somebody's coming because, oh my God, he's so cute. Somebody's coming because, oh my God, he's so fine. Somebody, oh, I think he's hot. Blah, 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 blah. It's normal to be in a relationship and think a celebrity is hot, right?
And have a certain attraction to the person.
It's absolutely normal. Fill a room with married people and say, who is your celebrity crush? Nobody will hesitate to tell you, because we've normalized it. So that's where the deviance begins.
Okay.
So obviously this girl engaging in this, right, has gotten an opportunity where realizing her fantasy supersedes protecting her reality. Her reality is the guy she came with, who obviously has a work shift, and I don't know how they got their tickets, and he was a nice guy, and he brought his girl to a concert that she obviously loves, and blah, blah, blah. That's the reality. But she's seen Omah Lay, and never in her wildest dreams did she think Omah Lay would reach a hand out and say, babe, come on stage. So at that point, we as audience and the boyfriend, we are in reality going, this is what you should do, this is what you should not do. The girl is on cloud 9, right? Now fast forward, this is the same way the abuse situation happens. Because let's rewind back to when Akon, I don't know whether it was in Jamaica or one of the islands, Akon got on stage, called up a girl. I don't know if production can quickly find that on YouTube or something. Got a girl on stage, they were dancing, the girl was excited to begin with, and then they were dry humping and doing all this grinding stuff, and they got a place, you could see the girl was awkward on the stage, because I think
it's here in iTop.
yes, the fantasy come out from iTop. She realized I'm on stage with hundreds of thousands and people
watching,
and this
and
grown
after
man,
that, what else?
And this grown man is dry humping me,
And she's underage. Or she was
and then
underage.
all the common sense hit her halfway through the grinding, and then quickly the whole world, which was cheering at that concert, turned on Akon, and Akon did a whole song, I'm sorry, did a whole media tour to apologize and everything. So we are trying to reconcile two things: the fantasy of meeting your celebrity crush, the star power, the adrenaline, the arousal, whatever goes through people's minds when they meet their celebrities. We're trying to reconcile that with the common sense of 1 + 1 = 2, that you are with your boyfriend, behave. You understand?
Yeah.
So that for me is what I took from the situation. Now, to what's happening on Twitter and everywhere, no, the girl no force, to be very honest.
Okay, if you say that, Abena Lincoln on Abena Lincoln on Facebook. Abena, let me read your message. Good morning to Abena Lincoln. Says, for me personally, I see nothing wrong with what Omah Lay and the lady did on the stage. Mind you, every girl who bought a ticket to attend that show, almost all the girls have a crush on the artist, as you're saying, and wish they were the one on the stage. The boy said for hug the girl, then clap give him. We're going to come.
I don't understand.
Is that coming from a woman?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's coming from Abena. Well, the name on Facebook is Abena. I cannot tell if it's a woman or a man, because
okay,
people
hold on.
use different
Who should
identities.
clap for
Yeah,
the
Abena, not
girl?
to say I don't know you're a girl, but I'm just saying that people use different identities. So just answer
Who
that
should
question.
clap? Is it her boyfriend
I mean,
that should clap
no,
for
being
her?
sarcastic, yeah.
Yeah, she's being sarcastic. That you like.
No, you see, like I
praise
said,
the girl self.
you think the guys in there? I mean, hey, we're in the modern times where attraction is fluid. So
We're going to come to the
let's leave
relationship
that.
bit very soon. Let's assume that dating.
There's certain shows that if look, certain boys already have problems with stuff like girls' night. You're in a relationship and your girlfriend says that, this Friday we are going for girls' night. The girls will come and pick me at 11. Boss, you know, say Saturday morning they go fight. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's just human nature, jealousy, speculation.
Not all the time.
Bruh, then he too is going for something else. If the guy's going to be waiting at home for you, doing nothing, playing Xbox, while you go for girls' night in that your short dress, if you don't fight
As in
Saturday,
if
Sunday,
she's going with her friends,
Her girls.
or she's
so-
going alone. Which
okay.
is which?
now you see, there's jealousy sustains relationships. The irony of protecting your partner stems from jealousy.
Facts.
If you are not jealous to a healthy extent, you would not want to protect it. So assuming Lenny is my girlfriend and we're in public, right? And I see a lot of nice guys and I know that, this guy, that guy, they would like to talk to Lenny. It's because I'm jealous that I'll give her the extra affection. and hold her hand and be flirting with her, blah blah blah. But if my jealousy goes crazy and I end up shooting the other guys because of Lenny, that's psycho. So we cannot remove jealousy from the equation. The reason why your man, despite common sense telling him that it's just a concert, she was just having fun. I'm well aware how much she likes Omah Lay. That's why we even came for the concert. Jealousy set in. That led to his action of walking away.
Okay, hold on, don't take us there yet. Don't take us there.
You
yet.
understand?
It's still in the first half of the first half of the game.
During the match.
Are there any legal implications around what happens on the stage, like that? And what risks are there for artists to,
highly risky.
well,
I mean, the Akon scenario.
When you say legal implications, in what sense?
On both ends, like, what can for what happened?
What is that? What can
So what, for the girl to
she
sue?
flip it
Something
around?
happened to somebody in Canada.
We are going to say that the girl will sue or Omah Lay will sue.
Didn't something happen to Ruga in Canada?
When he takes
I
sexual,
think that's what they were talking about.
when he takes
where
sexual
he was
assault as a conversation, you realize that we first off, there was no, a woman can say, I did not give you consent to, that whole
Yeah,
thing. I
I
don't want to go into details like that.
So
but-
on both sides.
I see what you mean.
so because like that's what
trying
you
to
were saying,
understand.
it's highly risky for Omah Lay or any artist to pull up a fan on stage and
Without prior notice.
without prior notice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
that
in the full glare of the audience and the public and the world, anything can turn around against you at that point in
That's
time.
what Olile speaks to when he talks about pre-production, right? But if you guys already know that this is what you are going to do, I don't think there'll be the case for
Oh
suing.
no! I'm
But even
using,
in that,
I'm using
maybe,
Omah Lay as a case study.
But even in that, right? I'm sure you're still using Omah Lay as a case
Yeah,
study.
so it's
if
not
they had done
pre-produced.
the,
I mean, it clearly was.
if they had okay, so just randomly, right? I don't. In this
Okay.
case, I don't think that
I have
they
a
can
headline
because
here.
it seems like it was consensual, like they were both in on what they were doing. I don't think anybody forced anybody to do that.
So
Do you-
at
have
that
you
point
seen
in
the
time,
extent
okay. So
to
I
which the
want to
girl
ask
went?
before the head. I want to ask you that at that point in time. So how far can the artist go in what he wants to do? Because clearly you have given some quote unquote some consent. To what extent can he go and what can he do then on
You
stage?
just dance, not
Dance.
essentially as this,
Pardon?
right? But just do your regular. That's why I said again. I'll mention if it was a dancer, right, that that you have employed, you are paying. You guys have an agreement that I'm going to dance with
Yes,
you on
like
stage.
Lizzo's dancers who are
Then-
suing her for sexual assault.
Exactly. Then
Yes.
you can do whatever you want to do. You can go whatever length you want to do because at that point you've agreed with the person that you are my dancer. I'm going to pay you X amount of money,
You are
and
speaking
there
on
are
the ground.
no
I told you
holds.
they don't use it as
There,
example.
there are no.
You are speaking like I said.
That is
Omah
not
Lay,
among.
Omah
That
Lay,
is not
they
among.
don't have any
Wait,
contract. so let's
now
not
there
bring-
are no
let's not
holds
bring
when it
any
comes
any
to
model
that,
in there.
right? There are no holds when it comes to that.
Yes.
But in the case where you pick a random person from the crowd, I think that you should have a barrier because again, you do not know who you have called out, and you don't want to be the one.
Okay, so I'm asking you
reason
the
for
question.
Tire in court.
So I'm
relationship
asking
or-
you that question. I'm
Exactly.
asking you that question now. It's Omah Lay's case. Let's not use model case. Model doesn't exist now. It's Omah Lay's case. To what extent, now that there's an indirect consent from both parties, where he reached out his hand and you
She
came,
reached back.
she reached
She
back,
smiled.
you climbed on the stage, and she even began the whole,
that's a sad
this thing.
thing.
So, to what extent can Omah Lay go, and to what extent can you complain and
You know the
cannot complain?
misconception we have?
Yeah.
We have this misconception that women cannot be sexually aggressive.
Yeah.
Subtly in the
Or
back
women
of our
can't
mind, when we hear
initiate.
sexual abuse, we
You always
always
think
think
man to woman.
Yeah, I have a story, a headline with
That
Ruga.
was what I was talking about.
With Ruga,
That's
where
what Lily
he came.
mentioned.
Let's put it up and read it as it is. Ketsi, we got the clip from Joy. Let's read what Ruga said. Ruga, whose songs are explicit, who is sexual in his music and his performances. He went to Canada and shut it down with those viral performances. He also had some girls on stage, blah blah. This is what he said after the performance.
I almost cried. No, seriously, this caption I for read.
The whole story day.
in two different ways.
Okay.
I can read it like, I almost cried after a female grabbed my mouth. I almost cried. After the female grabbed my mouth. Seriously, so which one are they reading here? Because you see,
They are reading it with the bias because if it was the other way around and the fan said, I almost cried because Ruga touched my crotch.
But I remember,
Like this story would be, we wouldn't be now opening
Exactly.
up. Let's read the article itself and get the details because he narrates exactly how it went down. So you know.
Nigerian musician Michael Adebayo Olayinka alias Ruga has finally addressed the sexual abuse he encountered during a performance in 2022. More than a year after the incident, the singer in an interview with Niger FM in Lagos said the experience was a painful one. Now he explained that the lady didn't just touch my manhood, she pressed it. Ouch.
That's why he almost
I can
cried.
feel it. I can feel it in the air. He said it was so painful. It wasn't sexy because of the aggressive nature of Nigerian girls. Ruga said that although he is entertained when fans serenade him at his concert, the experience was truly unpleasant. Did he take any legal action against
So I'm not too sure about that.
No, he didn't. So the point I'm trying to drive at to this is...
I'm not to catch it. Kiddy has shared this before, where he went for a birthday party, and then he met a fan,
a
female fan, and you know, I don't want to get graphic, but he was so like traumatized.
What did she do?
The trauma there 2 times though.
No, he was traumatized.
Like
if Kiddy tells you he was traumatized,
then that means that he was really traumatized, right? Yeah.
So like she's really saying, like, when ladies get sexually aggressive,
like Jay is saying.
I'm sailing away.
Like Jay is saying.
Wait.
You let it breathe. Let's clap.
Well done. Wait, brother.
I'm on fire.
I'm on fire.
I don't remember what Jay said today.
There's something I didn't say. Keep it
said
up.
a few things,
So,
but anyway,
yeah.
I mean, the point of this article is just to enlighten us and help us shift our perspectives, because the whole world is look at what Ruga did to the girl. It's never crossed. The same person.
I know, right? Omah Lay, Rima, Ruga. Yeah, I can't tell the difference.
Now the Shali Poppy.
That was even worse. I can't even tell the difference.
So,
I'm lost.
The whole thing of Omah Lay did. I don't think it's crossed anybody's mind that Homegirl was running the show. I don't think it's crossed anybody's mind looking at the video.
Oh, I think for this particular.
What I'm saying is that the outburst and the uproar is about why did she lose her home training? Omah Lay should know that is somebody's girl. He shouldn't. They were talking as if the girl was just a passenger.
Was forced.
Yes, or she was overwhelmed and being
I don't
taken.
think so.
Now here is Ruga telling us that somebody almost rendered him impotent. So it's highly possible that there's no victim aspect to this scenario. That this is what Homegirl wished for. This is what she wanted. It was an opportunity. Everybody goes to a concert.
It's what she didn't see coming, but that thing came.
It's a fantasy, actually. How many times have people listened to songs and fantasized and dreamt that when I meet this person, hey, if I see, look at how people acted when Shatta Wale came here, when Sarkodie came here. Charlie, do you understand? Star power. So it's highly likely that this thing we are watching of this girl doing all these things on stage is what she wanted to do. No part of it is Ruga doing this. Ruga called up and serenaded. It could have easily been a bashful girl, right? Who would have gone, oh no, blah, 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 and run off stage. We've seen those ones too before, where they run off stage or they don't even climb on stage at all. Or after the first grinding, or she realizes, hey, where the thing is going.
Then she leaves.
That's what I was
That's it. My Homegirl went on.
All out.
And those intentional moves, Bossu, you cannot tell me those moves were not rehearsed. That turning around, bending over, looking back, holding his trouser.
The only difference is they were in clothes. So.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
In clothes.
All that is a bit too intentional.
What if she's a video vixen?
Then the guy in Ankasa, why is he dating her? Why is he worrying us?
If you're a video vixen, wait, this is not a
video vixen.
This is not a video
vixen.
Boss, video vixen is even worse because you are not there. Video vixen is worse and you are not there. And after every dance scene, it's cut. Let's take it again.
Yes.
This one, at least it was 3 minutes of hell.
That's what vixens do, bro.
Boss,
that's what vixens do.
Have you been a rapper before?
No, I haven't.
I am telling you that if your girl is a video vixen, bro, you don't have a girlfriend.
Okay, so because we have just about 30 minutes more, let's assume per the reaction. Now, can we play the end bit of the video where the guy was being trolled by the other people, the other ladies, when he was walking away? And I think we're speaking Tree, right?
Yeah.
They spoke Tree.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ifinipa. You know, somebody will say, show, medicals performing, but anyway. So let's get the second part of the video, if it's ready, and play the point where the boy was also walking off now. Now there it is. Okay, so this is the first part. Look at this. Oh my days. The
lady bend
really,
you over like
really,
this.
The lady really. You know,
they're ready, Lily. Even the bouncers were laughing at my brother.
Something else today.
Look at that. Like, look at the guy's reaction. I mean, that really hurts. Honestly, that really hurts. Like, that really hurts him. Look at him.
If the tables were turned,
the other way around,
and the guy went to grind a
like
female,
like the girls
musician.
in the world.
Do you know what kills me about the audio? I don't know if you can get audio.
Yeah, so let's play it back and get the. Okay, let's play the whole video back and get the audio in there. So production, in 3, 2, 1, it's on. Over to you.
What's wrong?
Miss Omah Lay, and then the boy said, she literally asked the girls, was it that bad? It was that bad, girl. Like, bro, you were holding the niggas dead.
Well, honestly, Charlie, I am pissed off at this girl.
Did you hear what her friends told her?
Yeah, it was that bad. It was that bad.
No, you were
How
holding.
are you
didn't
doing
hear.
this?
You were holding his prick.
How are you doing
You didn't
this?
hear that part.
Asking whether I was.
So even her friends, who are other girls, know how horrible it was.
This phenomenon best, and I that is what I also believe, that when these fans or stans, when they see their celebrity crushes, bro, it's like
they lose it.
It's like a spirit. Like I feel like
The Bluetooth has spelled.
like they get possessed.
I don't understand.
Like
Charlie, what
bro,
the girl did there was annoying,
let's
honestly. It was
move
sad.
it. Let's
Like,
move it
yo.
from. Let's move it from.
Look
Omah
at
Lay.
our own sister. Let me use my own sister, Sheena, as an example. When
Yeah.
Sheena went upstage at Aquavanza,
to see.
I've not seen Sheena like that before. Do you understand? And that was nothing,
Yeah.
That wasn't
You
explicit.
understand that as we give money.
No problem. But whatever it is, the star power of being called on stage by Shatawale alone knocked my sister out. They carry Sheena off stage. Or you didn't notice? Nothing happened though. They didn't dance, they didn't grind, nothing. Just hey, ha, ha, ha. She lock. The 4x4 crip axle lock for carry up. So
crazy.
imagine now that Omah Lay call the girl and hug him and tell him something sweet, sing to him small, the euphoria of the crowd. She's thinking about her social media likes. What do you understand the amount of things, stimuli that is hitting that girl at the same time? She's not going to be thinking about I am a girlfriend, I have to be chased.
Yeah.
No, she's okay.
You know what I was
all right,
also
finish.
thinking,
I have a
right?
question
When
to
the
ask,
curtain dropped, right? What I was also thinking yesterday, I was
Or did they
saying.
call?
Stage.
I was saying that she probably didn't.
Sorry, there's a
know
video to the.
or have an idea.
There's a video to the back to see what was happening behind the
let's see,
curtain.
let's see.
Okay, all right, sure.
So what I was thinking was she probably didn't have an idea that they were going to throw, a spotlight on them, or she just probably thought once the curtains come down, that's it.
Oh, she might not have known that we are watching the silhouette.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's that as well. That's like looking at the other side. She probably didn't know that
that's
it
a
was
strong-
also a continued
Let's go.
performance.
Yeah,
So
that was a good thing.
that's-
That's
a
good
strong
thinking.
She also
That's,
learning.
you see,
It's
so
like-
where the legal implications
Yeah.
come up
She
now.
also losing it completely.
Let's watch the video.
So in her mind, she
She's
might have
doing it
thought it was
behind
a
the
private
curtain.
thing going
Yeah,
on.
let's watch the video
She's doing it
right now.
behind
Oh
the
my
curtain.
days, that's even worse.
Yes.
Oh my god, so
Yeah.
I'm literally cheating on the
I
guy.
have an objection.
Yes.
But hold on, let's watch the video
There's also
first.
that
Check it out.
possibility.
Check it out.
Beautiful woman, beautiful girl. What's your name? What's your name? Tell them your name. Yes. What's your name?
Later, my brother. Give Fafa a shout out. That your fan. Fafa.
Fafa, that's her name.
Yes.
Fafa, I love you. I love you.
What's your bag? Later.
So as you've seen this part one of the video, there is a second video we'll be showing you. So of the girl behind, like of someone took a footage of what was happening behind, okay, behind the curtain. But Lenny also shares a very interesting pointer where she says that could it have also been that when the curtains dropped, she had no idea that maybe they could be seen at the front. Could that also be an assertion?
I think if stans followed their artists or celebrities, everywhere. They know what they are eating, they know what they are waking up to, and so on and so forth. This isn't the first time Omah Lay has had a performance where the curtains have been dropped. Matter of fact, there was a previous performance, the same activity or the same act on stage. All right, same act on stage with a different woman. She had an afro hair on and everything, the same routine, right? And it just didn't make much noise. And that is where sometimes I feel like perspective is very interesting, because this particular lady I'm talking about, I'm sure because she didn't have a boyfriend around, it didn't make the news, right? This is making the news because the girl was caught out of the crowd.
The whole theatrics after.
Exactly, you get what I'm saying? So I beg to differ to say that the girl didn't know that the curtains were going to drop and have that activity.
Maybe she's just been a fan for one week.
I just saw a tweet.
I saw a tweet
going behind the scenes. So if production has a video, I've just put in the video that you're talking about, the behind the scenes. Now you notice that in the first video we played, right, when the girl was invited on stage, they kept it very, clean and simple, very nice, fun, artist interaction, right? But then you notice that even Omah Lay was trying to play it safe, because the girl was doing too much
initially.
He was doing too much. So when it got to the point where the girl came back, put out the phone, trying to take, you could clearly see that at that point in time the wire has gone off. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Okay, this is my show. I need to give people the performance. Let's go upstage.
Let's watch the video. It's ready now. Check it out. Well, sorry, you're trying to get that video. It's that video turned evil. The video no one
play.
The video no come, but we'll sort it out. Anyway,
but did you also realize, guys, that there was a lady who was standing beside her supposed boyfriend who reacted to what the girl was doing?
No, but in fact, the ladies there were, I think they were disgusted.
Honestly, because it is disgusting. Like there was a lady who she was actually filming.
No, she was actually for the first time women on the internet were saying that what a girl
did. She not tried.
What are you talking about?
Out of all this, it's only one.
For the first time, women had to come together and say, "Yo, wanna play out is this."
Yeah, this one is not among us.
This one is not among us.
We've denied her because
there's a tweet I saw.
The girl was filming and actually stopped, and then you could see her facial expression.
It was more important
to. Listen, I mean, I know we've given out or we've dished out, the cane or the, shall I say, the baton of responsibility and accountability to the lady. But I think at some point in time, to artists or performers also need to have some form of understanding of.
But what's Lenny talking about?
Yeah.
The fact say when the curtain dropped,
she thought it was game
over.
Like
game over for the show.
Did she think that okay, this is my chance?
Bro, whether she knew or not,
because nobody told her that it was a silhouette.
Oh, I
You
mean,
know,
bruh.
She probably didn't know what
Bruh,
was going
forget.
on.
It'd be
Forget.
possible.
No,
I'm not saying.
it could be possible that she didn't know what a silhouette
You
going
see,
on.
You know why I believe it's
integrity-
possible?
Integrity is
the,
not.
the question she asked was one.
Was it
Was it
that?
that bad?
Either she was in denial, or excuse me to say, she's just out lying
So-
because she believes nobody saw them. You know it was that bad. You spent a good 7 minutes on stage grinding on this guy.
Okay.
So why do you now come
it's
out
real.
after everybody in the whole auditorium is probably looking at you some way?
Bro, that's
Your
what-
own
that-
friends
that's
are
what
looking
I'm
at you some way.
saying.
Your
That's what I'm saying,
boyfriend
that it's-
is walking away, and then you ask the question, was it that bad?
Bro,
Bro,
you know,
okay,
angry
ask
people, right?
yours,
People don't know how to control their anger, right? When they commit some form of action that is either, you know, detrimental to someone else, or perhaps they are involved in some form of vandalism, right? And they come back and they set up what they've done. They go like, ooh, man. Or people who actually hit the wall and then
But they become reflective.
yeah.
This was
And
not
that's how-
anger. This is very
No, that's what I'm saying. And that's how some women. That's how some women think.
No.
It will shock
Bro,
you, bro.
you are justifying a lack of accountability.
I'm not just.
We
I'm
already
saying
have
that
enough of that
that's
problem.
the reality of some women
Yes.
in this world we live in.
Yes, but in general-
listen, a woman will find herself in a situation. She will lead and contribute to the situation to a point where it is a place of no return, and then come and go like, oh my God, I didn't know I was doing that much. I didn't know I was doing
I'm
that.
agreeing with you, bro.
You
And
understand
I'm
what I'm
saying that
saying?
what you are referring to is what we refer to as a lack of accountability, because you and I, we can get angry, but it's because we know we are going to be held accountable for how we deal with that anger that we don't. Nobody wants to punch somebody in the face than a man. Right? When you're in Trotro and the Okada, they fool with you. Everybody driving has
Because
felt this. You feel like you know
everything
something,
a
the
man-
whole traffic stop, you can
everything a
beat
man-
this guy.
Cyril.
You tell me you are driving in Accra, you've never felt
Let
it.
me tell you why. You know,
You
you
understand?
know why everything a man wants, he has to fight for it.
That's the accountability
When
I'm
a
talking
woman was
about.
created, everything was done and set.
Praise
so
the
she
Lord.
just came to enjoy.
That's what
so
I'm telling you that-
accountability is not part of it.
Ah,
Listen,
you-
If the guy,
So women,
let me give
wait,
you clarity on what I'm saying.
wait.
Let me give you clarity on what I'm saying.
Wait.
Fully.
God created woman, and when
Wait,
he
I don't
breathed
understand.
life into
When
woman,
woman
came,
everything was done.
Is that to
Oh,
say
really?
women?
everything was done.
Correct me if I'm
There is
I
wrong.
no
want to
responsibility. There is no
Correct me.
accountability.
Correct me if
Women
I'm
are
wrong.
not accountable.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Come on,
Guys,
man. What are you talking about?
Lenny, we'll get that one
We
later.
are not accountable. We are not accountable.
We are.
Come on.
Some.
All right, guys, please, I beg you, we
Agree
have to go
or
quickly. I
agree
beg
or
you. Our
disagree
time
with
is up.
me, right? I just want to know.
Yeah.
If it was a guy who went on stage and spent X amount of time grinding up and down with his favorite female, voluptuous superstar, whatever, the first thing he will do when he comes down is apologize. Yes or no?
In before I answer that question.
Yes.
Before I answer that question. No, wait. There's a context to add to it. Before I answer that question, the girl might know that there's no way that guy will get a celebrity. So it will feel massage job. But the
No
other way,
problem.
they don't say Omah Lay, if Omah Lay decides.
That's why I said if the tables
That's
were
what I'm saying.
turned.
That if Janet Jackson
If
called me,
Omah Lay
if
take their
Janet
number,
Jackson
are they
called
getting
me,
him back?
if Janet Jackson's Shensia called me on stage and had a grinding session, whatever,
Kelly Rowland.
blah, blah,
Eh.
oh,
Bro,
Our time is up,
bro,
guys.
see, I beg
Guys, we
you,
have
I
to
beg
go.
you, Jay, I
let me,
have a special
let me
request.
spoil my whole train of thought.
Before-
let's finish it quickly.
Before we
alright.
close up,
Yeah,
Lenny.
it's
So
Friday.
you see the video of there's this popular video I shared
Kelly
yesterday.
one fool.
There's this
Yeah.
popular video I
too
shared
much.
of Spice and the Japanese fan.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
Hopefully just for Friday vibes. I hope
Okay.
that you'll play it.
All right, we're going to play
But-
that video in wrapping up real quickly. Derek says, what they pay me, Seth be the boyfriend, is being trolled whilst he didn't do anything bad.
Yes.
Open eye, enjoy finish. It gets
But
hailing
that
too.
thing,
And it's
yeah,
crazy.
Nelson says, Omah Lay did that in Belgium a week before it trended. I'm very sure the lady that
That's what
went to
Olele
show
was
it
referring
was
to.
expecting that.
I told you.
This one said, this is
girl is just lying.
what
She
these
don't take
artists do,
accountability.
and later they are hits with the Me Too movement. That's from Obi Jules. He says,
Yes.
therefore apply common sense sometimes.
All is true.
Kobe says, okay, on a serious note, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you very much. I also enjoy watching your show. Thank you so
I
much.
said, Ruga, until somebody held his torch.
Callis says, the lady
He
will
was
be
very
like,
I don't
proud of his behavior.
an extension of the conversation will be on our socials before the day ends today. So watch Olele and Sias as to digest this conversation on our social media platform.
POV,
YouTube,
POV.
on our point of view on YouTube. It airs today. On that note as well, look, it's a Friday. Olele wants to leave us something. I have to say before we go.
It's loading, please. But I want to say a big shout out to the viewers and listeners who are giving us the stick anytime. Basically, I don't know if you saw the conversation with Kwakese, gaining. Yeah, they say Jeff Foley have been bought.
It's how been bought.
What's all this?
Just a me has say just a me the miniska.
Yeah.
Na me miniska me wo.
Jay, calm down. All they are saying that they're just trying to say that you are cheap, but you're not cheap. Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
People make jealous.
Charlie, you are-
They buy me.
We need to do like a portfolio of the voiceovers.
The money say if we take my pizza chop for here.
I think we need to do a portfolio of the voiceovers you and Cyril have done in this country.
Thousands.
Portfolio.
For the Gen Zs, because I don't think many people have jumped to adverts and stuff, but they don't know that you guys are
your
behind
voices are on
it. So
it.
Don't
Spice
tell the GRA.
Spice had a show sometime last year.
Yes.
And you know Spice.
Yeah.
You know, just like Sincere, you know, she likes to get very steamy and
You know Spice?
Yeah.
And then
I showed you the video.
Spice
I showed you that
invited
video.
a fan. This
Yeah.
one, I don't know
Oh,
whether
that-
it is planned, it is pre-produced or whatever, right?
The music video.
She looked within the
Lenny.
crowd. She
Yes.
didn't find a Jamaican.
Lenny.
She didn't find
Found something
a
wrong.
Londoner. She didn't find anybody. She found
Something
a
wrong.
Japanese fan. I'll leave it to the production to play the video.
On that, no, my it's still being downloaded. We want to buy some small 2 minutes.
No, it's I think it should be done now. Like,
yeah. No,
listen,
they're downloading the video.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't. This young Japanese guy. We say they invited the guy. On
That guy go
stage.
move to Jamaica. Oh.
Listen.
Okay.
Yeah. Let the video do the talking. Charlie
While-
Spice
whilst the
never,
video is
Spice
being-
never says
whilst the
something
video
before. He
is
said,
being
You over
worked on.
Spice or over the guy?
Japanese guy say, he sure say Father don't be black man.
While that video is being worked on, I please, I want to say this. That I mean, I don't see the video. We will show them, but man, I lost my train of thought on that as well. Anyway, have an amazing week.
Yeah,
alright?
next week we are back again.
Weekend.
A week is it?
Kelly Rowland.
Match one. We are inside Mad Club. Match one.
Yeah.
Music on tour.
We're
Club
there.
tour.
Yeah, we're there.
Red,
Please, is it
yellow,
ready? Can we
green.
put that video on there now?
Lowland.
Just for Friday jams.
Okay, all right. I'm told that we can't get a video on there now.
Oh, why?
So, you might want to check our social. I don't know. I'm sitting here with you now.
Oh, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. We need to watch it.
Fight away.
On that
We
note,
should-
my
we
name
should
is
watch
Jay, and we're back on Monday right here on Culture Daily. Have an amazing weekend with us right here on 3 Music TV, and check our socials as well for more updates. And we are peace.